and I call the member for Whitlam.
Thanks, Speaker. My question's to the Treasurer. The Treasurer said our economy was ahead of the pack, but new numbers show it's growing more slowly than the US, the UK and the OECD average. And the current quarter has been extremely tough for Australians. Was your claim ahead of the pack about as accurate as your claim to be back in black?
The Treasurer has the call.
Mr Speaker, the Australian people watching today's question time could be mistaken for thinking the honourable member actually wanted the economy to contract in the June quarter, Mr Speaker. They were actually begging and hoping and wishing that our economy would contract. Well, the reality is it didn't. The reality is it didn't. The reality is that at 0.7% in the June quarter, we saw economic growth that was better than what the market was expecting, Mr Speaker. And that we now see our economy at 1.6% bigger than it was going into the pre-pandemic levels. Now, the honourable member references other countries. Well, let me tell him that in France, their economy has contracted by 3.2%, whereas ours is up by 1.6%. In Germany, their economy is contracted by 3.3%, where our economy is up by 1.6%. And in the United Kingdom, their economy is contracted by 4.4%, and our economy is up by 1.6%. Now, Mr Speaker, these are the June quarter numbers. And of course, we're going to have a tough September quarter with our two major states in lockdown. But I'd say to the honourable member, what these numbers show today is that our economic plan has helped drive economic growth. And I point to the dwelling investment numbers, up by more than 15% through the year. A pipeline of 151,000 house approvals over the course of the last year, driven by programs like Home Builder that those opposite did not support, Mr Speaker. And our immediate expensing provisions that have seen machinery and equipment up since the last October's budget by more than 22%, Mr Speaker. Normally, in a recession, you get businesses that put their wallets back in their pocket and don't invest in economic growth. But these businesses across Australia are buying a new harvester for the farm, they're buying a new cafe machine for the coffee shop, they're buying new tools and equipment for the tradie, and they're investing in their future because they have hope and they have confidence about Australia's future. So today's economic numbers show that we had seen solid growth over the June quarter, that our economy is strong, our economy is resilient, and our economy will bounce back strongly once restrictions start to ease.